speaking of having arms that are too little, I was once
What a segue.
I was once wrestling naked with a little person in cornstarch.
Wow.
In cornstarch.
Yeah.
That's
we had
hard.
a,
That
we
must
had
have
a
been the day you took
naked
caffeine.
naked cornstarch wrestling party at my house.
All right.
There was a kiddie pool full of cornstarch, which you know is that weird. If you go fast, it's solid. If you go slow, it's liquid.
Fire.
And the main event was because I'm 6'7" and 250. I was wrestling my buddy Arturo, who is a little person.
Okay.
He's not 6'7".
No, he's not
Nor is he
6'7",
250.
and he's also we decided to do it nude.
Yeah.
So
That's what does it. Bit
sure.
of a Puff Daddy celebration.
we were wrestling nude. Sobriety is not all it's cracked up to be.
Sure.
And what I didn't realize was, we were doing all the wrestling moves and picking them up and throwing them in the cornstarch. But what I didn't realize was his arms were not as long as the cornstarch was deep.
Ooh.
So when I
He drowned.
put him face down, he could no longer push his mouth up to be able to breathe.
I would say.
Or nose.
Yeah.
And I was, showboating because I was naked and big and standing over him and doing all my my misunderstood New England professional wrestling things, kind of parading and kind of peacocking around.
Yeah.
And he was dying. At the same time.
Yes.
And finally I looked down and went,
Bit of a Terry Schiavo.
motherfucker, he's been in that same position for a wicked long time.
Yeah, wicked long time.
So
Face
then
down.
I was in the position of being nude and trying to pick up a little person who was stuck in cornstarch, sort of,
Oh, wow.
and I'm using all my strength
I think I have that.
to pick up. That's not the sound.
I can't. That's more boots stuck in mud. You
To
got
pick up a little person, pull
Yes.
him out of the cornstarch. And the nice thing was that he's such a kind man that when he finished coughing and vomiting, he thanked me for saving his life.
you also
Having forgotten, I suppose, that the cornstarch and the nude and the wrestling and putting him face down were all my idea.
Yeah, you were also.
was fine.
Like one of those business managers who likes to get credit for fixing something that he fucked up.
Yes.
That standard operating procedure.
Yeah.
That's what I did. So if you'd been with me, you'd have dislocated your shoulder and been drowning in cornstarch.
Is that your word? And that was your worst magic trick too. That was your biggest.
It wasn't really. There was
As a
nothing
magician.
magic
That was
about
just
it.
recreational fun.
You
thought
put a
you were-
little person in cornstarch
well,
and don't let him breathe.
there's
He
a-
starts to fucking die.
starts
There's
to die.
nothing magical about
But
that.
there, when you're perfecting a trick, there's R&D. So that could have been the.
But what was the R&D? Ladies and gentlemen, I will now put a little person in cornstarch and he won't die.
We don't.
That was
we don't
that was
judge-
the whole trick.
There's no judgments in brainstorm.
Okay.
You're in the experimental phase.
Yeah, man.
The magic was a moment.
Wow.
Yeah, the magic was in the moment.